It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Seahawks. Next on Madden Football.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, so now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock here with I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it's the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And getting his first start in the National Football League, it is their rookie out of Colorado.
Being drafted in the second round, that put an extra-sized chip on his shoulder. He had 31 other teams in the NFL to prove wrong from that day on. And he's fought his way into the starting role for his first career game, the start of what he expects to be a stellar career.
Broke through the tackle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Running back, motioning right. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 43. Intended for Smith and Jigba, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Airing it out to start this drive. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it's second down coming up. They're throwing it. It's caught right side by Johnson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pass complete to Thrash. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks, nice work by the defense there, sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up fourth down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. He's got it near midfield. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Saints will get set to take over. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
16 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Throwing from the gun here. He finds Johnson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Second down now, 7 to go. He's going to throw this one. Means on the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8.
Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Walker now from the gun. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Staying with Walker. Past midfield to the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. Let's go now.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Okay, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, they just remind that defense, not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. First and 10, they're going to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Byron Murphy there to make the play. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Thrash hauls it in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg for him. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. They'll try and throw it here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. So that throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. He finds Fant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Play action on 1st down. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 now. Connects with Fant. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And 4th and 4 coming up. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. Got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
No return on that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Saints go in nickel. 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Saints come marching onto the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Seahawks pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays there. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Handoff goes to Gainwell, running left. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. 5 yards makes the hole a little smaller. It's going to be 3rd and 14 coming up. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Tyler Lockett, deep for the Seahawks. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Dump off caught by his back.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Saints push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's a throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 43. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That's caught at the 4. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards, and it closes out our first half of football. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Brooks, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging.